If you recognise one of these tipsters or are considering betting on football tipsters selections, this video is one you have to watch thoroughly. You can't become profitable by backing these people's selections. They, however, will make a fortune, using your love of football as a Trojan horse into your bank account. Don't get ripped off, follow along as this video uncovers the red flags to watch out for, how they make their money, ensuring that you lose in the process, including some facts and information to back all of my findings up, along with a little discovery that I made whilst researching this video, and finally the only way that you can actually make money from betting on football. It's going to be a corker, so let's start off by looking at the red flags that should have you on the defence as soon as you see them. The first thing that I want to talk about is bet builders like this one, or even accumulator tips. When you see a tipster advising that you follow accumulators or bet builders, you should beware straight away. And the reason for that is simple. They're terrible value and you cannot win longer term when placing these kind of bets. There's another video on the channel that explains this if you want to get into the details about that, because it's quite long-winded right now. But the next point that you should watch out for is when they're saying to you that you need to have a specific betting account in order to follow their tips, like this one here on the screen now. This is purely because they're making money from affiliate links and they only get paid when you click the link, sign up and place a bet via their affiliate account. It's also linked to the next reason, which is their identity, which is something that they are purposely vague about when creating these accounts in most cases, because they don't want you to know who they are, because they are essentially making money from you losing money. That's why the tips are free in the first place. Now it becomes glaringly obvious when you start wrapping a few of these different red flags together, such as being your friend, calling you mate or pal, posting things that make them look like they're a relatable character to the demographic of people who are likely to lose money through placing bets on football, such as builders, working class blokes, have a go heroes and lads. Now moving swiftly on for anyone that doesn't understand, how do they make money from this process? Well, it's simple. They have the affiliate link, they create a social media account, possibly even a website, pretend to be your friend and give you well-researched tips, which means their arse is covered when it comes to gambling responsibility and advertising practices. Once you sign up via their affiliate account, you'll be instructed to place bets that they suggest, which are terrible value, meaning that you then lose money and they are paid directly in line with the amount of money that you have lost. Here's an affiliate scheme on screen now, just to show you the kind of deals that are available for betting affiliates. Depending on how many followers you have, how many people you send towards them, you're highly likely to get a better rate. In some instances, affiliates get up to 60% commission on your losses over the space of 3 years from the moment that you open a betting account with that particular firm. On top of that, they may also get cost per acquisition payments, which means they get a small commission when you sign up and open the account. In most cases, these tipsters that are shown on screen here are likely to be on hybrid accounts, meaning that they get both. So it's crystal clear. They sign you up, they get a commission, you lose money via the betting company, they get a further commission. So they are incentivized to make sure that you are losing, which is why they suggest bets such as football accumulators and bet builders. It's why you don't see them advising arbitrage bets or value bets where the bookmakers have their prices wrong. And of course, we all know exactly what happens when you bet at value with a sportsbook in the UK in 2021. Your account is restricted or closed. Much like this video where I share my personal Bet365 account, the bets that were placed on it before Bet365 restricted and closed me down. Now, amongst doing my research for this video, looking at some different football betting tipsters online on the social channels, I come across something which I found slightly amusing. First of all, you can see these two accounts shown on the screen now had both blocked me. Maybe it's a coincidence, or maybe are they the same people? I don't know, I can't say for sure, although I can tell you, once I start rooting around, I found multiple accounts much like these two. They had the same bio, the same graphic designer almost, it appears. They retweeted the same stuff, they were placing very similar bets, and two of them were even featured as testimonials on a website called Fanwave Digital, where they are quite proud to produce fake betting slips. Now, I'm not saying all football tipsters are bad, or even placing accumulator bets is a terrible thing to do. If you're doing it recreationally, you enjoy it and it's part of entertainment for you at the weekend. However, I think there's a deep level of deceit going on here from some affiliate marketers online who are clearly creating multiple different accounts to place bets via affiliate links and lead people down the garden path, and in some cases claiming to be vulnerable people's mate just so that they can get them to bet their pension into their affiliate link. Perhaps one of the most well-known ones is the bad Mans Hipster, who has managed to successfully leverage his friend's online presence when he was popular several years ago, before he had that roll neck moment on ITV anyway, and turned this into a massive affiliate marketing business. And fair play to him for doing that. I just don't think it's that ethical that people are pushing these tips as as a way to make money with great research, when really the complete opposite is going on behind the scenes. So this leads us on finally to how can you make money from betting on football? Well, there's several different ways that it can be done, and relatively simply too, depending on which avenue that you want to take. First of all, what you need to understand is mathematically, when taking tips from football tipsters, it's extremely unlikely that you will be profitable because the markets are very tight, there is a very low margin, and the bookmakers have their margin baked into the odds already. So it's unlikely that you will actually be getting that value that you really need to come out on top over the longer term. It's like you need to get a bookmaker's margin but in the alternate direction, and you just don't get prices at those sort of ranges very often. So one way of doing this is via sports trading. If you trade the exchanges on betting odds, as the prices change and fluctuate, there can be many reasons for this: team sheets, different lineups, injuries, stuff like that. You can exploit the value in the odds as they are due to change, which is a popular way of sports betting. Lots of people are doing it. If you want to find a very basic beginner's book for a couple of quid, in the link in the description down below, check that out. Another option is arbitrage betting, finding incorrect prices between different bookmakers and outcomes, exchanges too, and cutting off the difference. Again, you're seeking that margin in the odds to be in your favour. This is the only way that you can actually beat sports odds long term. There is one other option which you may have heard of called match betting, which is essentially arbitrage betting with bonus offers from bookmakers. Anybody can do this because it's extremely simple. Effectively, all you're doing is placing two bets against each other to cancel each other out, and then you get the free bet bonus, which you can use either for a punt for yourself, or you can repeat the process once more to lock in a profit guaranteed. Granted, it'll not make you a fortune, but it is certainly a way of winning with football betting. Following tipsters, looking for value in odds that are sat around for a long period of time is something that is just not going to leave you out in front in the long run. Unfortunately, it's not just football tipsters that are a con too. If you've seen various things about fixed football match betting, then you want to see this video here in the end screen, because it happens more often than you'd expect.